promised myself I will record this video today itself. That's the deadline I gave to myself. So I thought I'd just record it before I leave for office. Yeah. So the purpose of today's video is to make a vision board for 2025. I promise I'll do a video for 2025, and it's important to keep the promises you made to yourself. Otherwise, you lose the self-respect that you have. The main purpose of this video is to keep myself accountable. I'll be stating what I want to achieve in 2025 and explain how I plan for every single year. And I had planned for 2024 last year. It didn't go as well, but I did get a good year out of it. Even though something doesn't go as planned, it doesn't mean that you don't have to plan for the future, because failing to plan is planning to fail, as Jim Cook always says. And this video is meant to be a reminder for myself for the coming year. It's a personal read log to keep me accountable and motivated as I'm going into 2025. I guess I should begin by explaining the motive behind making this video. I hope to stay on track. The primary reason is accountability. By putting my plans for 2025 out here, I hope to stay on track and hold myself responsible for achieving them. 2024 has been a lousy year for me. I had no specific plans, no routines, no expectations, just going with the flow. The year started with a burnout from a data science course I was taking, which left me mentally drained. Then I suffered a lower back injury. Spent time undergoing treatment. I later got infected with chikungunya virus. This derailed all the progress I had made in the gym. I also failed to follow the systems and routines I had set in the previous years. My learning and reading habits took a hit too. Despite all that, I don't regret anything, because those experiences taught me valuable lessons I wouldn't have learned otherwise. Now, as 2025 approaches, I'm determined to get back on track. A few days back, I watched a video by Yusuf Truth, which is a YouTuber I follow and I greatly admire. If you're into self-improvement, you should follow him, because he puts up great content, and he's more or less like my age, and it's easier to relate to him better than the people that are older and in a different phase of life. In that video, he explained he was in a similar stage as I am. He talked about getting back on track by doing a 75 hard challenge. So, inspired by his journey, I decided to document my process as well. And instead of following the 75 hard challenge, I'll use my preferred approach, which is habit building. For me, this feels more sustainable because it aligns with how I naturally work best through gradual, consistent effort. Challenges like 75 hard can be inspiring, but I found that building habits allows me to integrate meaningful changes into my life long term without feeling overwhelmed or burned out. This change or this idea comes from the book by James Clear, The Atomic Habits. It's a very popular book, which I had the opportunity to read at the beginning of 2024, and I have been implementing the methods from that book and building habits from there on. The idea of atomic habits is to emphasize small, consistent changes, and I have also adapted the life book framework by John Butcher, where you divide your life into 12 different dimensions and set goals for each dimensions of your life and work on those goals so you can progress in multiple aspects of your life at the same time. And while the life book method is fantastic, I simplified it to suit my needs. I'll focus on like 5 key areas. One will be the physical state, which is health and fitness. Second one is the mental state, which is intellectual and emotional well-being. Third one is the spiritual state, and fourth one will be career and financial growth. Everything else will remain secondary, and some categories like parenting doesn't apply to me right now. I read this quote recently on Instagram probably, which changed my process of planning and working on my life. And the quote goes, I strive to become harder to kill. Harder to kill physically, harder to kill mentally, harder to kill spiritually, and harder to kill financially. And those are the 4 major aspects of my life which I primarily focus on, because I think these are like the most, important pillars of your life. So this quote resonates with me deeply because it emphasizes resilience and growth in every key areas of life. It serves as a constant reminder of the balanced, holistic approach I aim to cultivate in my personal development and goal set. These areas will be my priorities, and this video will serve as my vision board for 2025. So let's start with the first one, the physical aspect. So on that side, my primary goal is to maintain my current body composition. I have reached a phase in my physique where I'm happy with my physique and at a decent body fat percentage and muscle composition, and it's easier for me to maintain this body without sacrificing on my eating habits or my physical activities, where I can just train a minimal amount and also eat what I like and just maintain this easily without any effort. So I want to maintain this physique. I will try to improve it, but the primary goal is to maintain it so it doesn't go bad. If it goes good, because I'm training almost 5 days of the week, so it gets better, it will be good. Yeah. So last year I experienced severe lower back pain due to an increased S curvature in the spine and 3 disc bulges, 2 bulges in the upper mid back and 1 in the lower back, and it had created some pain which was caused due to sitting for long periods of time without proper posture. And thankfully I addressed these issues early with medical help, and the doctor helped me recover within like a month's time, and he actually warned me to strengthen my middle back because the mid back muscles are a bit weak, and if I don't fix that, the conditions can come back. So I need to work on that. So strengthening my mid-back muscles is crucial to prevent reoccurrence of this issue. I quit gym a while back and I just tried functional training, and I got bored after some time, so I joined MMA training, which was also one of the goals I set for last year. I had promised myself for 2024 I will join for MMA training. last month I joined MMA, and it helps me to enhance my mobility and endurance, and I'm committed to continuing it throughout 2025. One exciting milestone I hope to achieve is unlocking my first muscle up this year, because I've been training pull-ups and bodyweight dips consistently, and the progress has been consistent. I'm at a point where I can do 12 pull-ups in a single set, and almost 20-25 bodyweight dips in a single set. I have been doing weighted pull-ups and weighted dips for 2023-24, so I think I have the base set for the muscle up. I haven't tried training for the muscle up, so I think I'll start doing that and I'll achieve my first muscle up in 2025. And that's it for the physical state. And for the next part, the intellectual growth, I plan to expand my knowledge through skill acquisition and reading. In 2020, I did an exercise where I listed 12 self-improvement books, which I will read throughout the year, and I completed each book for every month of the year, which was an exercise which transformed my life entirely. And if somebody is planning to start on the self-improvement journey, I highly recommend doing the exercise. I'm gonna restart this habit, and I'll list 12 books for this year, and we'll start reading and complete one book for each month of 2025. I haven't completed the list of 12 books, but I know the first book I will be starting with, which will be The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, because that's the last book I stopped reading. Currently, at any point of time, every day I'm reading like 3 books every single day. So one is the Quran translation, which is the Quran in Arabic form and the translated and its translation and summary. The second one will be The Daily Laws by Robert Greene, which is a combination of the series of book that Robert Greene wrote. Like, he has a series of book called The Laws of Power, The Laws of Seduction, etc. So all of those laws will be combined into a single book. It's a great book, and every single day. So how these books are like formatted is to be able to get bite-sized information every single day. You can just read one page every day for these books. The 2 books, or The Daily Laws by Robert Greene and The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. Each of these books combines the wisdom from multiple of their books and gives us one law or an idea to reflect on for each day of the year. There is like 365 portions of that book where you read a page every single day, and it just reflects on one idea every single day. Yeah, it might be easier if I showed you the book. Yeah, so I thought it might be easier to explain if I showed you the book. So this one is the first one, the Holy Quran. I got this back when I was at my brother's house last year, when I was at the stage where I was just burned out and just getting more character into my spiritual self. So format goes like this. There is like the Arabic Quran, and there is the English translation, and there is a commentary which explains the translation in the bottom. So that's the format for the Quran. And I read like this much. I need to complete this by 2025, inshallah. And the second book I'm reading every single day is The Daily Stoic, which explains different Stoic ideas. So this is the book which I had to explain the format to you. So the book has reflects on one idea every single day. So there is a title there, there's a date there. Okay. There's a date, title, and there's a quote and an explanation for the quote. That's how the Daily Stoic works. Okay. It has a different theme for every month. So I've been reading one page a day every single day. And the other one is The Daily Laws by Robert Greene, which has the same format. I don't know which book inspired the other. And it will have the date, title, and just explaining on that whatever the concept is for that day. And there's also a daily law that is discussed. So you're supposed to read that for every day. There's 365 laws in there. And what I noticed in this book, at the starting of every month, there is a monologue or a briefing about that month's theme or topic in the Daily Laws, which is not seen in the Daily Stoic. And a fun fact, Robert Greene was the mentor to Ryan Holiday, who wrote the Daily Stoic, which I found out while reading these books. Each one of these books offer insights in bite-sized portions, making them perfect for daily reading. I'll also restart meditation to regain focus and mindfulness. Meditation is a habit that I lost in 2024, which I hadn't continued or practiced at all in the last year. And I have noticed a major difference after losing that habit, that I was not mindful enough as I was in the past. I had been scrolling on social medias. I've been using social medias way too much, and I've never realized that I've been spending hours into it. And at a point of time when I'm realizing it, it's already too late. I'm already an hour and a half into it. I'll be starting meditating again, and I'll be meditating for 15 minutes every single day, because study shows 30 minutes of meditation is the most effective time to do meditation, to get the most benefits out of the meditation at this 13-minute mark. You'll need a few minutes to get into the zone of meditation. So I'll be meditating for 15 minutes every single day, and I use the app called Medito to meditate. It is an open source resource. That's it on the intellectual part. Let's move on to the spiritual side. On the spiritual side, I plan to read the Quran translation daily, as I'm doing right now, and pray all 5 daily prayers on time. I have been praying all the 5 daily prayers every single day, but I feel like I haven't been praying them on time. Sometimes I'm a bit tired or just feel lazy. Sometimes I feel a bit lazy or a bit tired, and I just seem to delay the time for the prayer. I think I should improve on that, and I should try to pray the 5 daily prayers on time. And I would also like to memorize a new chapter of the Quran this year. So To achieve these goals, I will also need to fix my sleep schedule. Currently, my sleep schedule is all over the place. It's messed up, and I stay up late and wake up groggy, which also affects my productivity. Shifting to an early wake up routine now will help me align with my spiritual practices and my overall health. And yeah, moving on to the financial side, 2025 is gonna get a bit expensive for me. So because I'm planning an upgrade for my bike, my PC, my camera, and I'm also planning to buy a 3D printer. So my goal is to increase my income by 25% in 2025. And also, I'll need to strengthen my financial foundation. This includes setting up insurances, emergency funds, and maintaining a debt-free lifestyle as I have done till today. I also need to save up some money for the new upcoming venture that I'm planning to start. I need some money for the investment. And that's it on the financial side. So we have covered all four major aspects of life that I plan for every single year. To achieve these goals, I'll have to focus on building these habits, which will be to train MMA every week. I train MMA currently for 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, every single day. And I've been training for the last 1.5 months. To read and pray daily, sleep consistently, and save money monthly. So to stay consistent with this, I'm also planning to place a whiteboard in my room to keep me track of things. Although I do have a tracker in my Notion notebook, it is a digital platform, and there are disadvantages having your tracker in a digital platform because one, you can easily forget it because it can get out of your sight most of the time, and you could also get distracted because you're using your laptop or your phone to use the tracker, which is also like has so many other things which can cause distractions. So having a whiteboard in your physical living space can keep you focused on the goal. These are my plan for 2025. While some may call these resolutions, I already started implementing most of them from last month itself. I'm already reading the Almanac of Never Arrogant, attending the MMA training, tracking most of my expenses. I have created a Google Sheet where I'm tracking my transaction, every single transaction, categorizing them. I have put on a strict budget where I'm not supposed to overspend, and I have budgeted every single category, spending for every single category of my life, and I'm seriously tracking that, and which has helped me save almost 50% of my income and put that into my savings, which is going to become my emergency fund, and also do a little bit of investments, which I had not had the opportunity of doing before because whatever the money I was getting, I had managed to spend all of it every single month. But now things are a bit different. If anybody doesn't track your financials, like financial transactions, and is wondering where all your money is going, I highly recommend you should start tracking your financial expenses. So you'll start by creating a budget for everything and plan for every single month. Track your expenses for every single month. You'll know exactly where your money is going. You'll know where you're spending and what your bad spending habits are. You could rectify them. You will instantly get more wise financially and start having savings I guarantee you. And I also started waking up early. So these small steps are setting the foundation for the productive year ahead. So this video serves multiple purposes. It's a vision board for 2025. It's a way to improve my articulation skills. I am an introverted person and I hate small talk, so I don't talk much. And I have noticed that my speech just lack clarity and I'm not able to speak or portray my ideas in a very clear manner. And having the ability to showcase your ideas or showcase your thoughts in a clear, concise way is a really good skill to have. And I would like to build on that skill. So making a video like this improves my articulation and my presentation skills. I'm excited to make 2025 a year of growth and progress. I hope I can achieve all of the goals that I have listed in this video. And we'll be reviewing this video and all the goals that's listed in here in another video which we'll be making in December of 2025. That's also a reason why I might put this video out there. Usually I just upload the videos into YouTube and keep it as private so I can refer to them in the future, and also serves as a cheap way to store my videos on the cloud. But this one I might actually make public, so if it actually shows up on anybody's feed, thank you for watching, and I hope you also have a great 2025. I also hope you get some insight from this video and you achieve all your goals that you set out to achieve in 2024. Yeah. So let's wind up.